As some of you may know, I've been training for the marathon, and here are 3 things that I've learned during this training that I think would be useful for anybody else who's trying to attempt the marathon. Number 1, recovery is important. So my peak run during this training was supposed to be 32 kilometers. However, in the week leading up to when I was supposed to attempt that run, I spent Monday to Friday training twice a day. So I would do jiu-jitsu in the evenings and I would do my run either in the morning or in the evening after jiu-jitsu. So I was doing 2 training sessions every day, Monday through Friday that week. Then I took Saturday off thinking that would be enough. It wasn't. And then when I attempted the 32-kilometer run, my legs started cramping up around the half marathon mark, which is 21 kilometers approximately. So that was not enough recovery, right? So if you overtrain, you won't get enough recovery and you won't be able to hit your targets. So my peak run during this training was supposed to be 32 kilometers. Now it's going to have to be 26.2 kilometers because that's the longest run I did. And now we're already in the taper, and if I try to do a longer run now, I won't be recovered by the time we get to the actual race day. So number 1, recovery is important. Number 2, make sure you have the right shoes. Now for any run that's less than 10K or even up to 10K, it's okay if your shoes are kind of worn out, if the soles are, old and used up. Really doesn't really matter that much. But for any run that's longer than 10K, in my experience at least, that's when the shoes really matter. So if you're planning to do a half marathon or a full marathon, get proper shoes. And finally, number 3, you got to refuel, rehydrate, and get electrolytes. So when I was training for the half marathon, I didn't really bother with all this stuff. And I finished the half marathon. It really wasn't a problem. However, the half marathon distance is about the limit of how much reserve your body can store, how much glycogen your muscles have in reserve. Beyond that point, your body is going to switch over to trying to burn fats for energy, which is much less efficient. So if you're doing a full marathon, you're going to have to refuel and make sure you get fluids and electrolytes as well. And you want to start early. So start at like 45 minutes to an hour into the race. Get about, let's say, 25 to 30 grams of glucose in, as well as some electrolytes and some fluids, and then refuel every 45 minutes to an hour until the end. Start early, because what you refuel at the 2-3 kilometer mark, well, not 2-3 kilometer, but like the refueling that you do at, let's say, 5K or 10K is what's going to help you when you're at 25K or 30K, right? So by then it'll be too late. So you want to start refueling early so that you can keep going and you don't hit what they call the wall in running, which is around the 30-kilometer mark, which is where your glycogen supplies run out and you start feeling this incredible sense of fatigue. They call it the wall in running. So these are 3 things that I've learned. If there's any experienced runners out there, let me know if there's something super important that I missed out. And beyond that, good luck to anyone training for the marathon.